needs to start to pull away.
You've got to dig in here. This is Trench's time. He's pulling out of his
Trench's time, say Sam Sexton's corner. This is where it all went wrong in their first fight for Sam Sexton. Stopped in the 6th round at York Court. I wonder if Chisora's just beginning to break him, break his heart. We saw it with Nathan Cleverly and Kawamura earlier in the evening. Chisora's just not... I think Sexton would prefer a bit of a rest now and again. Chisora's not giving him the time or space to do that.
You just mentioned the Cleverly fight, and like Cleverly in that fight, who had the jab advantage and the reach, he just didn't turn it into an advantage. And you know, it seems like Sexton's really spoiling a couple of rounds here by not following behind that jab. I mean, what is he getting out of this? He's wrestling with Derek. Derek's landing these cute little uppercuts. He's getting some rest at the same time, and Sam's expending energy. He's trying to rest. He needs to start throwing combinations, and needs to go downstairs and upstairs and keep Chisora guessing if he wants to pull away.
It's better from Sexton.
Like trying to chop down a big oak tree in there.
Both boxers really swinging again. I thought that 5th round was probably the worst of the fight. Had a really good 4th. Sam Sexton just beginning to tire a little bit.
Mean right hand by Chisora lands on the face, the cheek of Sam Sexton, and now Sam backing off a little worse for wear.
Chisora's quite happy now to go to the ropes, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is, and he seems got a lot more energy now. He's on his toes. He's been on his toes. That's where he wants to be. He's going to get the leverage behind his punches, and Sam is like a weeble wobble of sorts. He's in there. He's stationary. He's off balance.
Mouth just hanging open a little bit as well. I just sensed it in the 5th. But Chisora maybe getting himself into control, into a position where he can win the fight. 4, 6, 7 jabs now land from Chisora in a row. Sexton's beginning to feel these shots. Marches forward. But it might be more in hope than expectation. Chisora really beginning to take control of this fight. Now it's Chisora again. A lot of unanswered punches here in this round.
Chisora looked like he's putting in the work on the heavy bag right there. He's got nothing to come back his way. He's just throwing punches at will, and he's landing them.
All from the left hand as well. He's not throwing a right for maybe 2 minutes in this round.
Really taking the heart out of Sam. Sam is just utterly demoralized in there. He's just moving forward with his hands down, but he's not throwing punches.
Chisora just weighs him in. I think Sexton's worried that if he does go to throw a punch, he's going to have to eat some leather. It's tentative stuff here from Sam Sexton. Chisora just maneuvers him in the corner and marches back to his corner. And if the 5th round, well, cracks started to show in the Sam Sexton edifice, I think in that 6th, Chisora really took control. Cass.
Yeah, well, I mean, finally we've seen a decisive round. There's no question that Chisora pulled away in this fight there in that last 6th round. And if Sam doesn't turn it around, he may see himself in an early stoppage tonight. As you see getting ready in the dressing room, the one and only Enzo.
Yeah, Big Mac in action at a fight after this. First defence of his European Cruiserweight title. Back to the action here in this Commonwealth and British Heavyweight title unification fight. And it looks like the belts are going back to North London with Derek Chisora. There's a success rate for Chisora in round 6 around he.
Although Chisora a little slow getting off his stool in that last round, he's really enjoying the breather he got in between rounds.
He has been a little slow after almost every round, but he's entitled to take his full 60 seconds. They're his to take, and he seems to want to use every one of them. You can't blame him, because this fight, as we go into the second half of it, has been exciting. It's been all action. It's beginning to swing Chisora's way, though.
Chisora will be better off as he was in the last round, firing shots from range. He doesn't need to wrestle Sam. He's doing much better off when he can let his punches off.
Now here's Sexton with the jab, though. We saw Chisora landing with the jab almost at will in the last round. Now it's Sexton's turn to throw out that jab. I think Chisora was making him miss more than he hit. Sexton swings away quite wildly. Really connect. Back comes Chisora.
Sam's just looking a little sloppy in there right now. He's not really putting any punches together.
Looks to me, Cass, as if he's not that keen on engaging at the moment because he has to fight a little bit harder every time he makes a commitment.
And I think he also got a little hurt in that last round by Chisora's punches. I mean, he took a few nasty shots to the face and it slowed him down, you could tell. I don't think he wants any more of that if he could avoid it. This is why he's liking to tie up so much. I don't think that jab would suit him so well. Again, almost like Cleverly earlier, why not just stick behind it? There it is, you're seeing glimpses of it right there.
He seems to have the punch at the moment to really hurt Chisora, though, Sam Sexton. It seems to be Chisora who the more dangerous of the two. Good jab there from Chisora.
Beautiful jab. He doubled it up, and there he's throwing it again. He's really committing to that jab, and it's showing the effects.
Really snapped back the head of Sam Sexton. Maybe Sexton's got that feeling of, here we go again. Both boxers now exchanging leather in Sexton's corner. Both got through, neither really hurt.
Ian, this is really starting to heat up, and you got Sexton's corner at the edge of their feet, urging their man to keep his hands up. They're starting to drop, and Chisora's taking full advantage of it.
Better enter this round, though, from Sexton. He get through the combination, maybe 5 punches. Better from Chisora. Now, body shot from Sexton. Didn't get much leverage in that. The bell goes for the end of the 7th.
I think you're going to have to give that one to Chisora as well. He just seems to be a little more effective as the rounds go on.
Have you got it, Cass?
Well, looks like with the last 2 rounds going to Chisora, I got that at 4 rounds to 2, Derek Chisora. Oh, excuse me, we'll make that 4 rounds to 3, Derek Chisora.
You lost a round somewhere.
Yes, I just found it.
It's been that kind of fight. It's easy to lose track because it's been exciting, hasn't it? Time's not dragging here. I think all the fights this evening have really caught fire. Maybe not the Michael Jennings-Kell Brook fight, which has stopped early on a cut, but all the others have been good. Very exciting. We're just seeing the punch stats there.
That's right. Certainly prescient was Frank Warren when he billed tonight as the Magnificent 7. It's been a magnificent evening of boxing.
It has been good. Chisora, a big favourite now to take Sexton's Commonwealth title. See the in-fight odds there. Sense in the last couple of rounds, this fight has began to swing his way. Sky have Chisora 2 rounds ahead. Seems about right. As you have it, Cass, you had it one ahead to Chisora, didn't you?
Yeah, that's how I showed it in the last round.
It's funny though, sometimes the scorecards don't quite tell the full story. No, they don't tell that Chisora just seems to be inching his way ahead. Better though this from Sexton.
Yeah, Sexton seems to be a little revived here. Maybe he was just a little drained those last 2 rounds, and he's got a little more life in him this round.
Might just have been pacing himself as well. And Chisora, I think, just plays possum here as he jogs back to the ropes.
There's that nice jab by Sexton. Just not doing anything behind it. I mean, the jab is not just meant to be thrown out there. It's meant to set up the right hand, and he's not using it. He's not following through. He's turning a beautiful 1-2 combination into a 1.
It's still beautiful when he throws it because that jab is so effective, but as Cass said, maybe not utilising it enough as Chisora doubles his own jab. Reminiscent there of the 6th round when he just won the round one-handed, continually jabbing.
Chisora lunging as he chases Sexton around the ring.
Yeah, like two fencers there. The crowd try and lift Sexton. He sold a lot of tickets for this evening. A big bank of supporters away to our right. Sexton's best round for 2 or 3, this one. The pace just beginning to slow here. Some of the spring gone from Chisora's step, maybe.
Yeah, Chisora's definitely slowed down a little bit here in this round.
I thought by the end of the 6th, he really looked good, Chisora. Sexton's come back well. He's finding his second wind here.
I tell you, these boxers are so evenly matched. It's despite the slight emergence of Chisora's work rate in the last few rounds. They're like 2 peas in a pod. They're almost identical in size and style.
Chisora just backs into his own corner here. Sexton's training team really urging him on. I wonder if Chisora was hurt by that.
Certainly didn't want to engage in the waning seconds of that round.
A little bit gingerly to his stool, Derek Chisora. Definitely Sam Sexton's round, that one.
It's got to be pretty close after the 8th round.
There can't be much between them. Just seeing a stat there. Both boxers going into the past 8 for the first time.
He's looking to lead you on to that, okay? So walk around him, and if you come in off a feint, come sharp.
You hear Sexton's corner asking for some more feints. They want him to be a little more creative in his arsenal. He's really just plodding his way through, and you know, he's not really racking up points. Occasionally he lands a chopping overhand right, but that's not going to knock Chisora out, and it's not going to accumulate points.
Here we go, round 9, new territory for both boxers here in the fledgling stages of their career. All to play for, really, going into the championship rounds, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Not much between them at all. 2 titles up for grabs this evening, the British heavyweight title and the Commonwealth as well. 2 very historic titles, been held by some great boxers over the years.
Chisora really going to work there at the body. He's throwing good left hands downstairs and then following up with lefts upstairs.
Three-punch combination there from Sexton.
Yeah, it's nice to see when he does it.
Back comes Chisora with the jab. Must admit, there was a point in this fight when I couldn't see it going the distance. Both boxers look to have settled into a good rhythm now, though. They'd be fairly confident of seeing it out, and these next 4 rounds are going to be crucial to the outcome of this fight.
Whatever depletion of energy they seem to show by rounds 5 and 6, it seemed to gone by the wayside, as both boxers are pretty active here in the 9th. Now Chisora has Sexton up against the rope. Sexton looking a little wobbly right there. A little off balance as Chisora keeps the pressure on.
Oh, good right hand there from Chisora. I think it connected quite cleanly. Back comes Sexton. Trapped on the ropes now.
Some good accuracy being seen by Chisora now. He's
Yes.
landing at a very good percentage rate.
He's all over Sexton like a cheap suit at the moment. The right hand from Chisora. Just when we said the boxers were looking to have got into a rhythm, I wonder if Sexton's just feeling the weight of some of these punches here from Chisora. They need to go backwards for the first time in a few rounds.
And notice how Chisora will not get his hand, he can't get his hand out. Sam Sexton is just holding his left hand as Chisora just chops away with his right, and there it is again. Surprised the referee isn't calling that.
Sexton is on wobbly feet here, and Chisora senses that he could get this fight finished. Not much coming back from Sexton.
Sexton very tired.
There's only 15 seconds left of the round. But Sexton could be on his last legs here. He backs into the ropes. Chisora swinging away. Sexton's out on his feet. Knocked out completely now. And Derek Chisora has won the Commonwealth title. He retains his British title. And when the stoppage came, it was a sensational one, Cass.
Yeah, I mean, that is exactly what Chisora said he was going to do, and he did it in impressive fashion. Sam Sexton does not know what hit him. It just came at him from all angles.
Well, it happened in their first fight. It's happened again. It took Derek Chisora a little longer, 3 rounds longer, but he stopped Sam Sexton again. And Sexton just unraveled from almost nowhere, didn't he, Cass? He looked as if he was getting back into the fight, and then suddenly his legs just went.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's all it takes. You know, Chisora was definitely the more active boxer throughout the later rounds. He started to land more effective and efficient punches, and it showed. Sam Sexton was flat-footed through most of the fight, and he wasn't really throwing that many punches, certainly not utilizing the jab, and it showed.
A few worrying moments here from Sexton as we watch a replay of the stoppage back on our screens. He's sat on a stool, just being attended to by the ringside doctor. He looks alert, though he's just sat up, just a bit shell-shocked really. I know he's on his feet, good sign. And he gets a warm round of applause from the crowd. It really was a good fight. Yeah,
it was. I mean, they gave the fans what the fans came to see. You know, lots of action, heavy punches, and at the end, the stoppage.
That was a beautiful right hand from Chisora that finished the fight.
That right hand right there by Chisora pretty much says it all. That is the exclamation point of this exciting heavyweight tilt.
Now referee John Keane really had no choice but to rescue Sexton there, almost unconscious on his feet. A brutal ending to this fight from Derek Chisora. Really impressed. Sam Sexton, an improved fighter, but Chisora still too good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 2 minutes 53 seconds in round number 9. A referee in charge, John Keane, stops the contest. The fighter in no condition to continue. He is the winner. He is still undefeated. He is now the British and Commonwealth heavyweight champion, Derek Chisora.
He came with 1 belt. He'll go home with 2, Derek Chisora. Not only does he defend his British title, but he adds Sam Sexton's Commonwealth crown to his trophy cabinet as well. Sexton put up a great fight in what really was a barn burner here. The crowd showing their appreciation for both boxers, but it's Chisora who moves on, and he repeats his victory over Sam Sexton, this time with a 9th round stoppage.